As many of you already know, I lived on Earth for 5 years, as a kid, from age 8 to age 13, so I can relate to some of the problems you face living there. Although I'm conscious that being there as a kid, I did not face the challenges associated with pure survival, I mean adult responsibilities, such as making money. But I did face social challenges even at that age, where I couldn't fit into my role in a public school, and with my friends, teachers, and peers. But unlike many starseeds, I was always fully conscious of my non-human identity. But, with all that hardship associated with living on Earth, why even bother incarnating there as a starseed, or as in my case as a step down? Although it is impossible to fully corroborate or prove, there are many points and reasons to decide to live on Earth for some time, as a step down, or for a lifetime or two as most starseeds do. Those points are widely known, at least where I am, from a non-human perspective, and some others are also known on Earth, and have also been mentioned before by countless spiritual workers, but from where I am, up here, still involved with Earth affairs, but no longer immersed in them, they are taken as truths solely because of their consistency and because so many people who have been on Earth state them as truths because that is their experience. Although I clearly see why it is said so, Earth is not a prison planet. Souls chose to incarnate there because they can achieve enormous spiritual and soul consciousness and awareness advances in a short time. I mean a short period of time from the experimental point of view of the soul, of course. Souls choose to incarnate on Earth or to go to live there, on their own, and willingly. And they don't enter Earth because of some sort of masochistic, or self-destructive tendency. They do so because they are perfectly aware of the huge benefits that living there will give them. But what are those benefits exactly? Like it or not, we all live immersed in an existential realm that is based on duality. Without it we cannot relate to anything, or contrast anything, because as individual souls who have the experimental perception of being something other than Source itself, we are not ready for the experience of total unity, of a total and complete oneness, as that would logically bring about the very destruction of our unique identity as souls, and therefore of who we are. Living on Earth gives us an immense contrast experience with everything, and about everything. That alone furthers our soul expansion a lot. As many people who remember their past lives have stated, when they die they are welcomed by their loved ones who have passed on before them, and they feel as if they were completely wrapped in love, so dense and thick it feels as if they were immersed in dense liquefied love at its purest. It is said that simply that experience is the product of the strong contrast of everything that is not love on Earth, and in itself, that experience of being immersed in so much love is worth going through a whole incarnation there. This thick and strong liquid love experience, as I interpret it, is the result of the soul fully realizing that it was all worth it, a strong feeling of arriving in the spirit world, our true home, and that exact intense love feeling is also clearly the result of the acceptance and integration to the etheric field the soul is experiencing. But living on Earth, and all the undeniable and inexcusable hardship and pain it is associated with, is not meant to be endured only to receive some sort of heroic award when it is all over, because life on Earth can also be extremely pleasurable and rewarding in itself, during each and every day during a lifetime there. It is only a question of how we as souls interpret things, and what happens to us there. That is why it is also widely said that Earth is a school for souls, so they can learn how to manipulate the energy field, so they can gain experience manifesting and altering their reality to their advantage, and to the convenience of those they love. But contrary to what many say, Earth is not a school for very young souls who need to be immersed in a slow and pasty realm so they don't manifest their chaotic and illogical thoughts and wants in an immediate way. For example, A young soul may want an elephant, and if it could manifest it immediately, then it would have a full-size African elephant right there in their living room, in their little flat on the 7th floor in downtown London, with all the enormous problems that would cause. In reality, all the experimental evidence souls have been able to share, and with the data we can add to that, Earth is indeed some sort of school for souls, but it is for the most advanced and experienced ones, those who hold the necessary knowledge and experience to face such a tremendous challenge such as the one living there. This I just said is backed up not only by what countless souls have said, by those who remember past lives and also remember what it was like to be in the astral, but it is also corroborated by all the living and breathing souls who are back with their stellar families, returning from having their experience on Earth. And this is also corroborated and backed by what is commonly known by countless non-human stellar races who have Starseeds family there on Earth. From our point of view up here, we know that Earth is the hardest place to incarnate and to live in. It is incredibly demanding in every way, and only the strongest dare go in there, and only the very elite dares to live there for an entire incarnation. You, beautiful Starseeds, kindly listening to me right now out there. Know this and let it sink in. You are there on Earth by your own will. You wanted that experience, and yes, it is hard, but it is meant to be that way and meant to be by you, who designed your life while in the astral. Your mission on Earth is you. It is to improve yourself despite all the obstacles and hardships you face every day. Your soul needs that stimulus to grow, to become even stronger, and to understand how to manifest what you want and need out of virtually nothing and against the current. Even with all those obstacles, pain, and suffering, countless souls learn to manifest a great life for themselves and their loved ones, not despite those so-called opposing forces, but precisely because of them. For the enormous sense and feeling of accomplishment that comes with it. This is why so many souls want to incarnate on Earth again and again, because they even get addicted to that feeling of power and accomplishment that they take away from that experience on Earth. They want more because they know they can do, and can accomplish a lot more. And this is why the level of difficulty has gone up in the past few decades. The souls incarnated there are causing that, for their own soul expansion, and not because of any exploitation at the highest level as many believe is the case. Of course, there is exploitation and of course, there is cruelty, suffering and unfairness. I'm not denying the obvious, but bear in mind that I'm talking from the highest possible point of view we can attain, and I mean from the point of view of what is known to be the highest cause and reason for everything that is going on Earth. Everything has its genesis and everything starts in the spirit world, and as I have explained before, things, events and circumstances are not seen from the same point of view and do not hold the same meaning or value, when seen from the point of view of a soul incarnated in Earth or from the point of view of that very same soul when in the spirit world. The value and the meaning of things and events, of pain and suffering differ a lot depending on what side we are on. Like it or not, this is a constant, and can be seen as vastly unfair for the souls who are in a living body on Earth, almost as if their suffering did not matter. But then again, it all depends on how you see and how you interpret things. As I said above, souls incarnated there are who are causing all the hardship for themselves, for their own soul expansion, and not because of any exploitation at the highest level, but it can also be said that they are exactly that higher level. From the point of view of how souls experience time, a whole lifetime on Earth is but a blink of an eye, a finite and short experience that will benefit them a lot, like taking in a sour pill, that tastes terrible, but after you take it all your manifestation and energy manipulation powers will be upgraded. You end up being so augmented that you don't care what that pill tastes like. You simply see the benefits and even want another. Don't expect to be able to change the world for the better, and don't expect people to understand you, or to see your much more expanded points of view. Most of those people aren't even there, as they are non-player characters with limited intractability, and only exist to play a small role in your life and to cause an emotional reaction in you. You don't need to change the world. All you need is to focus on improving yourself and your life, and that of your loved ones. And the world will change around you. Of course, we must fight against injustice, and for what is fair and for what we love, but that is our choice of action. It is who we are, and therefore we cannot be any other way. What we do defines us, and not acting on what we see and feel is correct would destroy our identity and our soul. Fighting for justice and a better world is who we are. We cannot do otherwise, and it is worth it. We do not need to see immediate results, and I know that is frustrating, but we are all influencing the field that is life on Earth, and for the better. Remember, one single starseed with no apparent power influences a whole area, and thousands of people benefit from its existence. As a strong elite soul, you have the responsibility to influence reality with your high vibration, and with your advanced ethics and spirituality. Don't you dare back off now in the thick of the fight. Things on Earth must change simply because there are so many of us, starseeds, step-downs, full extraterrestrials influencing Earth, lightworkers, and people with similar mentalities, and more enter Earth as we speak. Things cannot anything else but change for the better simply because of the principle of the dominant frequency. Remember it. The strongest frequency and vibration in a field will tend to make all the other frequencies more of itself, more of the same. One starseed is stronger than thousands, in frequency and vibration. That's why they cannot change their mentality, and that is why so many starseeds can withstand living immersed on Earth without being changed. Those elite force starseeds, like you listening to me, can walk through hell without getting a stain. You are extremely powerful, my friends, know this. You are a reality-altering agent from higher realms, and your mission is to change things for the better while you learn to be even stronger, and while you have fun being at it. Of course, things are a great mess on Earth. There is a big fight going on there. A fight for sustaining the same old frequency, or for introducing a newer, more positive one. A fight for the consciousness and for the minds of people and souls. Good against evil, if you may. Same old. But that is just a level of the game of existence, a training ground for advanced souls. It is something for them to do. From above, everything is as it should be. And what you learn to manifest for yourself, while you live on Earth, is what changes the world. You are an elite soul, no doubt about that. And therefore, of course, you will encounter much resistance, but it's meant to be that way. It is only logical, but you got this, my friends. Each and every starseed has its stellar family looking over them, guiding and helping whenever they can, but without interfering, as it is a test for the souls on Earth. That means you are never alone. Go and make a wonderful life for yourself and for your loved ones, and with it the world will change around you. You got this.